Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and please subscribe to my channel. I will be most grateful for that. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful spring rolls. They are chicken and vegetable spring rolls, and if you'd like to know how I made them, then please keep watching. So for my spring rolls, I will be using these three vegetables. That's cabbage, carrot, and some spring onions, and I will quickly show you how I chop them. First of all, I will chop the cabbage into two and then chop off the bottom. And I don't like to use the first couple of layers, so I'm just going to discard those. And now using a knife, I will chop this finely. And with my carrots, I'm just going to peel off the skin and then shred finely. And finally, I'm just going to chop the spring onions. And now my vegetables are ready. And this is the chicken that I'll be using. It is boneless chicken thigh. Normally I try to marinate my chicken beforehand, but I'm a bit pressed for time, so I'm just going to fry that straight away. So here I've got a pan on medium heat, and I'm just going to add some vegetable oil to that. Once it heats up, I will go in with my ginger and garlic. And this I'm going to saute for about 2 to 3 minutes, but be very careful so you don't end up burning the garlic. And after 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to go in with my chopped onions. You can use the white or the yellow, whichever one is fine, to be honest. And I'm just going to saute this again for about 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, I'm going to go in with my chicken. And for seasoning, I will be using a bit of stock cubes. You can also use chicken seasoning, and also some smoked paprika, and that's really for color, so you can skip that. Some black pepper as well. I won't be adding salt at this time, and that's because I will be using soy sauce later, and I'm trying to avoid it being too salty. And this I'm going to fry for roughly about 6 to 7 minutes, or until the chicken is well fried. And once the chicken is well fried, I will be going in with my carrots, cabbage, red chili, and the spring onions. So I'm just going to combine this thoroughly, and please feel free to use any other kind of vegetables that you prefer. I know some people love to use long beans and green peas and the rest of them. These are just what I like, so please feel free to mix and match your vegetables. And then go in with my soy sauce and then saute this for about 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, your filling is ready. And can you see how delicious this looks? Honestly, it tastes absolutely lovely. And I'm just going to set this aside. So for my spring roll wrapper, I will be using this store-bought one. So I'm just going to open this up and then transfer onto a plate. And this is the frozen pastry. And now I'm just going to cover with a damp towel, and that's just so it doesn't dry up. To be honest, I really don't like making my own pastry, and that's because they're way too fiddly and they're really cheap as well. So I just don't see why I should bother myself. And also I prefer the square shape to the round one. And since I don't have a square pan, I would rather buy. But I do understand the fact that some people struggle to sauce them. So I will be showing you how to make them at the end of the video. And after scooping the filling onto a corner of the wrap, you're just going to go ahead and wrap it once and then fold each corner, like an envelope shape, and then proceed to roll. And once you get towards the end, you're just going to brush with some water, and this is going to help with the sealing. And then you're just going to continue to fold, and that's it. That's you done. Now to fry the spring rolls, I've got some oil heating up in the pan. You need enough oil to deep fry, and you also need the oil to be very, very hot. And now I'm going to gradually drop the spring rolls into the oil, and do be careful so you don't end up overcrowding the pan, otherwise the temperature is going to drop. And I'm just going to fry this on either side. I think it's going to take about 8 to 10 minutes, and this is what it looks like after frying. And now I'm just going to transfer this onto a paper towel lined tray. And this is what it looks like. I love my spring rolls with some sweet chili sauce. In fact, that's the only thing I have it with. Now I'm just going to show you how to make the wrappers. So this step is really important because you need your mixture to be lump free. So I'm just going to add some plain flour, corn flour, and some salt onto a sieve, and then sift this to remove all lumps. I know that some people prefer to use just plain flour, they don't use the corn flour with it, but I've just found that if you use something a bit starchy like potato starch as well, that it helps to hold better and it's not as fiddly. So it's up to you if you want to omit or use it. And at this time I'm just going to add some water and then mix thoroughly. And for good measure, we're going to sieve this mixture because you can't be too careful, can you? So I'm just going to sieve this, and then it's time to make the wrappers. So here I've got a pan on very, very low heat. You need it to be very low or even cold. And at this time, I'm just going to use a brush to spread the mixture onto the pan and make sure that it is well coated. And after that, I'm just going to turn the heat up to medium, and the mixture will begin to cook at this time. Yeah, I forgot to mention that you need a non-stick pan for this process. It will not work with any other kind of pan. It might work with, with a very good stainless steel pan, but just to be on the safe side, just use non-stick. And then I'm just going to raise it on the side, and at this time, it is ready to lift. So I'm just going to turn it over just for a couple of seconds, and that's it. Your wrap is ready to use. So the best way to use this wrapper is to cover with a damp cloth, and that's so it doesn't dry out. Or you can also freeze and then thaw in your fridge just before using. Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you do replicate this recipe, please let me know how you get on in the comment section. I will be leaving the ingredients list in the description box as well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.